Hey everyone, it's Shakira. Welcome back to Glow Beauty Wellness here on YouTube, and it is another late night. But I just had this message on my little heart based on some conversations that I've had with several women. And when I say several, I mean like 5+ women within the past month about the same topic. And I found it very interesting because I have been wanting to talk about this for a while to follow up on my video that I have talking about Black and brown women being the most unhealthy statistically. Now, the couple of videos that I have talking about this are on my channel, and I will try to remember to link them when I upload this video. So that you all can check them out. But I got a lot of women were defensive and stuff like that. And so first and foremost, I want to start by saying that I am an ally. I am a Black woman, regardless of what, ancestry.com says. If I get pulled over by the cops, on my ticket it says B, like I'm Black, so I'm an ally, and this comes from a space of love because I am so tired of hearing the same story for so many women, and I've been there as well. So let's talk about the first layer of problems, and based on the CDC, what the updated information currently is. So currently, Black and brown women are still number one most unhealthy, and I'm going to try to keep it simple here. So these numbers were updated in May 2017. Heart disease and cancer are the number one killers for Black and brown women, specifically Black women. High blood pressure, Black men, 40.5% of Black men have high blood pressure. 44% of Black women have high blood pressure. Obesity, 37.5 Black men have high blood pressure. And listen to this. 56.1% of Black women have high blood pressure. Now we're going to compare this to whites, which obesity, men, 36.9% of white men have high blood pressure, and are obese, and 38.8% of white women are obese. So why are these numbers important? And I didn't go down the line of the specifics, diabetes, cancer, so on and so forth, because once you become overweight and obese, you might as well just expect to get other things, because you're obviously not taking care of yourself, and you're obviously not eating right, you're not moving enough, or you have some sort of illness that you've stumbled upon. So the obesity is just going to, you just expect to get all these other things. So here's the main thing. Here's what I've seen, like the common denominator is that a lot of Black and brown women are in unhappy situations. A lot of Black and brown women have mental health issues. A lot of Black and brown women are struggling in many different ways. And so I'm not going to get into all the reasons why. We have relationships, which is a huge reason why. We're not going to get into it in this video, but we can do that. We can really break it down and talk about it. But relationships, and I just said this to my good friend last night, like relationships can ruin you, and have ruined women, have ruined their lives, have ruined their finances, have ruined their health, have ruined their mental health, and the list goes on. So we could go down the line and talk about all of the reasons why, and your man who runs you into the ground, all these kids that you've had for the man that won't marry you, all the years that you have invested in a lackluster relationship where you are not happy, all the times you sacrificed yourself for the happiness of someone else, regardless if it's a man, your mom, your dad, whoever. The bottom line is that we are misguided. Well, not me, but many women are misguided in terms of what we need to do and what society says that we need, or not even society, but like what your homegirl said you need to do, or what some other misguided YouTuber has told you need to do. I have learned that a lot of people online don't have the answers. And so when you are talking about watching YouTube videos and you're trying to find some relief for your problems, you have to use your discernment in terms of what information you really absorb and then apply to your life, because not everybody that's on YouTube talking this and talking that knows what the hell they're talking about. That's why on my channel, I don't try to get on YouTube and talk about things I don't know anything about, that I've never experienced or anything like that. I am really specific about what I talk about, and what I do know is that when you choose yourself, you completely change the game, because you take yourself and you put yourself on the pedestal instead of that man, that woman, that job, that house that you think you want, this type of money you want to make. You put yourself on the pedestal and you really go try to uncover your higher self, and you really are looking for the answer to your problems in terms of what is going to help me stop hurting, what is going to help me stop doing this, what is going to help me with my mental health. The mental health thing, I watched like a snippet of somebody's live, and she said that, we need to stop treating our mental health. It's great that like more Black people are like, yeah, mental health issues exist, because for so long, so many of us went untreated because, what's the number one thing? Oh, you got this type of problem. Oh, go pray about it. Jesus will fix you. God will fix you. But, you can't just treat the symptom. You can't just treat the symptoms of mental health. You have to go to the root of your problems. You really have to figure out, where did this all start? So masking your problems, taking some pills, because if the pills worked, you would not have to refill your prescription. I saw this on Instagram and I was like, damn, that's so simple, but it's so profound, because people think that popping a pill is like cool. Oh, pop a pill, it's normal. No, it's not. Putting synthetic chemicals in your body is not normal, and it will really mess you up and will have you having more symptoms of more issues. Okay, the low self-esteem, and I wrote an article about this, and I'm gonna put it underneath this video as well. I am a contributing writer for Divine Dark Skin, and I talk about this. Your mental health will prevent you from going to get your workout in. It will prevent you from leaving the deadbeat relationship that is causing you to overeat. It will prevent you from drinking water, eating healthy food, or just making plans, planning your life out absent of the situation that is not serving you. So taking care of your mental health for real is something that is very important. And when I say for real, I mean going to the root. I mean going to your childhood and remembering how you were neglected by your parents, by your dad, by your mom, and all of these dysfunctional relationships, and identifying that, okay, this is my problem. This is no shade against your parents. This is the real. This is you acknowledging that my parents didn't know any better, and this is something that I had to do. I'm not talking about anything I didn't do myself. And I remember like my mom reading a book that I have, and she kind of got emotional because no parent knowingly neglects their kids, or like when you know better, you do better. So my mom has grown a lot too, and the wonderful thing about growth and womanhood, and if you are blessed enough to have a good relationship with your mom, you can heal in that way, and your relationship becomes better if you have a difficult relationship with your mom. And the same thing with your dad. But all of your problems have a root. There's a root, and you have to uproot the problem, and you have to plant some more seeds. And be aware that planting those seeds does not mean that you're going to have a harvest next month. That's not how it works. You have to uproot. You have to replant. So you have to unlearn and then reinstall. You have to uninstall the faulty hardware, and you have to reinstall what the creator created you to be. The real, we were all born with a blank slate, but our environments is what has influenced us to feel, think, act, and be these individuals that we are now. So all it is that you have to uproot and uninstall, and stop thinking about all this time that I wasted, all this time that I've done this, and all this time that I've done that. And this is something that I am also applying right now, is that time doesn't exist. It was created, and we think that we have to do this by this, and we think that we have to da 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 da. But what is most important is that you uninstall, uproot the weeds and the programming that is gone haywire. And then you get yourself together, and you get your diet together, you get your fitness together, you get your emotions together, you get your mental health together on your own. And I'm not talking, listen to me. I used to take meds. I have been in the hospital several times for panic attacks. Okay, I have been in counseling for years. Counseling, you know what's so bizarre about therapy and psychiatry and stuff like that? We go to people go to people. See, I did the counseling thing for several years until I realized that I am the powerful one. I'm the one that's in control. There's nothing that your counselor can do for you to help you other than make you feel better temporarily. So these counselors, again, the bizarre thing is that we go to counselors, we go to therapists, hoping that they can help us and fix us, give me a prescription, and side with me when I tell you the situation, but then the situation doesn't get solved because they can't solve your problems. Only you can, internally especially. They can't, like, if this is a problem that's dealing with a relationship, like people that go to marriage counseling, which I have done as well. So again, I'm not speaking from just, trying to tell people what to do. I'm telling you what's real. You cannot change other people. You can only change yourself. And you start by choosing yourself. Realize that you are the problem. You got to realize that you are the problem, and that doesn't mean you're bad. That doesn't mean you're whatever. That means that you are in control, which should feel empowering. Nobody's going to save you. Nobody can do that. So these numbers are surprising, and then again they're not, because of all the conversations that I'm having, and they're very centered around relationships. And it is a very common thing that women eat their feelings, or women are so stressed out. Stress can kill you. If you don't know how to manage your stress and your sadness, it can kill you. It can really stunt your growth. And I'm a firm believer, time is an illusion, but also you don't want to waste a moment on things that are not working for you. That's thoughts, actions, people, whatever. You want to maximize your time here, and what you want to do is reach your highest potential. You want to be the best woman that you can be. You want to be able to give back to the people that love you, and that truly love you in the best way that you can. And you want to be able to receive. You need to be open to receiving. That was a common theme as well in all these conversations. Women so, I don't need anything, and that. No, we do need a lot. We nurture a lot, so we need to be able to receive. That is our power, and that's our gift as women. You have to be open to receive. So there's a lot of things to unpack in this regard, but the number one thing I want you to take away from this as you're listening is that you need to choose you. When you feel in your spirit and in your body something doesn't feel right, choose you, and understand that it doesn't feel right because it's not right. Intuition is your gift. So if something doesn't feel right, or you feel uneasy or whatever, you need to verbalize that, and you need to honor yourself. Choose yourself first. Okay? So I'm going to end it on that. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you in the next video.